Hi, I'm Systems Engineer Jason Green, and in this video I'm going to show you how to leverage Ninite Pro to install or update software on workstations containing deep freeze. You can see in my deep freeze enterprise console I have two workstations reporting in currently, WKS01 and WKS02. In order to leverage the power of Ninite Pro to install software, I need to place the Ninite Pro installer in a network location, and you can see what that location is here. There's the Ninite Pro installer, and I also have a batch file associated with the installer. We'll open up the batch file to take a quick look here, and you'll see that I have a few comments, and then I have the string that's going to define exactly what we want Ninite Pro to do. In this case, we're going to update or actually install VLC and Google Chrome. We've got the location of the Ninite Pro executable, and we also have the silent command to ensure that the installer runs in silent mode. In order for Ninite Pro to run on the workstation, we're going to need to create a batch file task. So we'll highlight the workstation in question, click the Update Configuration, and we will jump to the Batch File tab. Of course, we're going to need to populate the Batch File tab with some code, and I've got the code already made for this specific task. And in this case, again, I have a few comments, but I have two commands, one identifying the network share that needs to be used, which is the server location, and that also includes the username, in this case, the password, in this case for Onyx 1, and the user, which is a combination of the domain as well as the username. And the final command is actually the command to run the batch file task itself, which we took a look at previously on the network share. I'm going to copy this code, and I'm going to paste it into the batch file window in my deep freeze workstation task, the configuration screen. And now we need to add a batch file task itself. So as you can see in my system tray, the time is currently 1:01 p.m. I'm going to set this to 1:05 p.m. And I'm going to set a window to allow the batch file task to run 15 minutes, so it's going to end at 1:20. You can see I've unchecked the disable keyboard and mouse, and that's because I want to show you some things on the workstation while the task is running. Generally, we recommend that the keyboard and mouse be locked so no one can interfere. You can see that the batch file task has been added, and we're going to close this window, and we're going to select the workstation that we want to send the task to, right click on it, and select send. We can see that the configuration was successfully updated on the selected workstation. We'll close out of this window, and we'll jump over now to WKS01, which is the workstation we've updated the configuration on to run the task. And just for illustrative purposes, I'll open up the Programs and Features item just to show that there's absolutely no software installed really on this workstation right now. We can see the time is 1:02. I'm just going to quickly pause, and we'll jump ahead a few minutes here so that we can trigger this task. So it's 1:04. We get our notification that the computer will restart in 1 minute to run the batch file task. And we'll click on OK here, and we will see shortly that the batch file task actually commences. And there's that window. So the computer is now currently running the batch file script that we configured within the configuration on the workstation. I'm going to start up the task manager here, and you'll see that if I take a look at the processes, I have the Ninite Pro executable is currently running in the background. And very shortly, we're actually going to see a second process, just ninite.exe, and that's going to be the one that actually starts downloading and installing software. We'll jump over to the network tab. We'll see there's no network activity at this point in time, so nothing's been downloaded. Back over to the processes, and there's the ninite.exe process running. So now we're actually in the process of downloading and installing the software that we configured in the batch file. And we can see there's a little bit of network activity here, identifying that. I'm not sure if you noticed, but we have the Google Chrome shortcut has just appeared on the desktop, and very shortly we will also see the VLC shortcut appear as the batch file continues to run through what it's doing. And obviously the performance of the machine, we see some CPU utilization and network utilization, and we see the two shortcuts. We can see the two processes have ended, and the process of running Ninite Pro or utilizing Ninite Pro to install software is completed. Of course, we've set our window to be 15 minutes, so the workstation will still appear in the console for a period of time as a workstation task. And that's how you update software using Ninite Pro on a deep freeze workstation.